Hello, Greaseballs, and welcome to The Grease, where we overanalyze an episode of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 10, episodes 1 and 2 this week. I'm your host, Princess Capella, joined today by none other than Yoshida.
Hola, mis amores.
Are you ready for my cocoa?
Are you ready for my cocoa?
How are you, Yoshida?
Oh, you know me, plugging along at life, bashing my head into the wall of life.
Goodness. Well, we are up to season 10 of Drag Race All-Stars. And by now, you're familiar with the bracket. We're starting off with the first group of queens. And what is it? So the top 3 are moving on?
Yes, the top 3 from each bracket will move on to the semifinals.
Okay, to the semifinals. All right. Our first challenge is Winner Winner Chicken Dinner, a hairband rock challenge with special guest Ice Spice. One of the things I'm finding really fun about this bracket in particular is Olivia Lux and Aja are from the same drag house. And Bosco and Irene both came up together, so it's very incestual.
It's a little bit incestual, but it also, like, at the same time with, like, the groupings of the queens, it feels like Deja and Phoenix are just kind of like the other ones. It was like Nina and Chanel on All Stars 9.
So the runway is slits and tits. Our first queen up is Aja. I drafted Aja into A tier. You had her drafted into B tier.
I like this. I just think that the coloring is weird. Yes, I get that it's supposed to be like Jinx and like purpley, but she kind of looks dead.
It's a little like a bit of like a gray cast. Yeah.
She looks a little bit dead. I like it. I think it's creative. I'm gonna agree.
I do like it. I was thinking, like, is this our first Pokemon reference? And then I realized, wait, no, Aja also did a Pokemon reference when she came out onto the runway. So I guess maybe it's like our second one. Obviously, the body paint is a little bit lacking. It's not only is it hard to like put the body paint on your arms, but she's wearing like a breastplate, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. That, like, I can never, the, like, silicone ears, like the elf ears or whatever, like, any type of prosthetic, it's really hard to get body paint to stick to that. So I definitely understand the struggle that she is going through here. I do think the garment itself is a grease. I do actually like the construction of it all. It's really gorgeous.
Grease. It looks well done.
Okay, and then Aja's actual performance, her verse in Winner Winner Chicken Dinner. How did you feel about this?
Dude, she fucking killed this. Like, I fully didn't expect her to like be able to seriously like embody this theme so well, but she like the vocals, even the lyrics were good. Like, I think the hair was amazing, the look was great. Aja's a great dancer. She really was like Bosco said earlier in the episode, like, you have 3 chances to blow your load and you have to do it now, and she fucking did. Like, this was so fun to watch, and it started off the whole thing, and I think it set the tone. I was super proud of Aja for this, and I actually put Aja in Slayana this week.
Oh wow, Aja starting out strong with the Slayana.
I did.
I was also really surprised by Aja's verse. Like, I wasn't sure she was going to be able to vocally convince me that she could bring hair
You could bring any hair
metal. I wasn't sure that she was going to be able to give me everything I needed there, because this is like my specialty when it comes to vocals and music, hair metal, like 80s metal. This is totally me. For those who are uninitiated. But like, she actually put some grit on the vocals, and she like had a little scream and everything. And like, I've listened to Aja's music, and it doesn't necessarily sound like what I'm used to Aja sounding like. So that was really, really exciting. And the attitude was right. The look was right. And she also just outdanced everybody. And she showed me she's got a big bag of tricks. A big bag. Have her in Slayana.
Slayana
yes!
all day.
Bosco's runway for slits and tits, giving us some Mugler with zippers.
I mean, come on. Like, this is so fucking good. And like, it's so polished. The hair, that could look super shitty, and it looks Like really, really good. It's super seamless where the zipper is, and like I love the zippers around the neck and like on her arms here.
Mm-hmm.
And she's giving Bosco, it's giving kind of like her talent show in her original season, that look
Yeah.
that she wore. But like stepped up. This is amazing. This is a big, big, giant grease.
This, I believe 96 Mugler Birth of Venus look is one of my favorite pieces for somebody to reference. And we've seen a couple of references. Plastique actually did a reference to this last season of All Stars, if you will remember your history. But this is one of my favorite things. Like, I will never get sick of somebody throwing a nod to this look because it is like one of the most iconic, beautiful pieces of art ever in the universe. And
Ever.
Speaking of, Bosco's tits are an absolute work of art. Oh my God, those things.
They look amazing.
I'm like,
And Bosco is like, you are going to see them.
yes, I love it. She looks incredible. She slayed this runway. Grease, absolutely. And how did you feel about Bosco in the Winner Winner Chicken Dinner?
So I didn't like it. I didn't like the vocals at all. I was like, this is a big miss. Bosco looks great. She's a great performer, obviously. But like, I don't know. The vocals weren't there for me. I don't feel like she's very metal.
No.
But I have her in But Is It Fashion?
I am kind of agreeing with you here, actually, which is interesting because I feel like everybody was really loving Bosco in this challenge.
Okay.
And like the dancing, yes, the attitude, the look, that was all there. But
Right.
the intro specifically, cut that, mama.
Don't fucking find the note.
And I also think part of it too, to Bosco's credit, is I think the vocal mixing in this episode was a little, it wasn't great. I think that there was like, for this type of music, it just wasn't quite right.
Yeah.
And I think Bosco was the biggest victim of that because her voice like didn't mesh necessarily well for this genre. It wasn't quite gritty enough until the very end where she kind of threw some stank on it. So I actually had this in But Is It Fashion?
But Is It Fashion?
All right.
I thought for sure you were going to be like, Princess, you're crazy.
No, we're finally merging.
We're twinning here. Well, moving right along to Deja's slits and tits.
I feel like the first thing I said was, Princess is gonna be so mad because the tits aren't there. The tits aren't titting.
I have some feelings on the tits.
The tits are not titting. I don't know. This is like, it's not bad. I'm just like, if I were to look at this, I wouldn't think tits and slits, which,
Right.
you know, maybe you don't think about that anyways when you see a look. But it's not really like giving for me. But I will give it a light grease.
Yeah. I think it's refreshing to see her with tits on at all because she pretty much never wears them. But then I remember that the category is slits and tits, so she like legally had to be wearing a breastplate, which makes me wish they were almost like comically large.
I know.
Especially because like this kind of medieval, you know, madame look, if she had just like a heaving, oiled up bosom, right? I think that would be
great.
so gorgeous. And
It would at least give the tit.
Yes. And like the color palette is really pretty on her. The hair and the green and the gold's all like gorgeous. But I feel like I needed not only more tits, but I needed more slit too. Like the slit kind of needed to be up a little bit higher or something. It just like didn't totally hit the mark for me. So I'm still greasing it, but needed bigger boobies.
And for the performance, I didn't really like the look, but I thought she did a good job. Like, I liked it better than Bosco's.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't, like, crazy or anything. What did I put Deja? I put Deja in But Is It Fashion?
But Is It Fashion?
Okay. I think that Deja had the most difficult section musically because the opening was all just drums. So she didn't have any of the support of the instrumental other than like this kind of like get your freak on, you know, drum section for her vocal stylings at the very beginning there. And I think if she had been a stronger singer or a stronger lyricist, that could have really stood out.
Yeah.
But instead, the beginning fell a little bit flat for me. And then once the rest of the instruments came in, I think she kind of found her footing and she had her Little John reference. So, like, I thought it was just okay. I also had her in But Is It Fashion? Okay, so yesterday, and by that I mean nothing happened. It's not a different day. Nothing is wrong and everything is fine.
Hi, quick wardrobe change, just real fast.
Yeah, so Olivia Lux had another tribute kind of look. There's a lot of references with this category.
Yeah.
And also, I was disappointed that this category is called Slits and Tits and there's no full-on vagina dress.
I think a big part of drag and like drag culture is making references and poking fun and making jokes and dragging up certain things. So I'm living for these like referential kind of looks. It was an immediate, oh my God, Lil' Kim. Like this is immediately like recognizable. And I think it fits the category pretty well too. I like this a lot. I am greasing this big time.
Yeah, I do love a Lil' Kim moment too. And this color and the hair is so good. This will also be getting a greasing. Olivia's performance in Winner Winner Chicken Dinner. What did you think?
So I think I might like kind of reiterate a lot of what the judges said, but like beyond just like the vocals and the attitude, I think like her physicality was even kind of low key and soft for a rock number. She swung her hair around a bit and it just felt a little try-hardy because I know who she is, I guess. I don't know. I didn't like hate it or anything, but I did put it in like the top of cut your wigs up.
Cut your fucking wigs up.
It just felt like it was like a little bit of a missed mark.
Yeah, love this hair. I wish you would just mostly wear hair like this. Like this really should be like her signature. And I guess it kind of is in a way. But part of me was really hoping that she could deliver that rock vocal styling because she is a very good singer. And I thought if anybody could do it out of this group, it would be her. But another part of me knew that she wouldn't be able to do it. Or like
Shade.
She's, you know, I mean, it's not easy. And out of all of the people, for Aja, in my opinion, to have done the best vocal sound for this was like insane to me.
It was surprising.
Yeah, the attitude was almost there. I liked the styling of her outfit and stuff. And I will say to her credit that her verse is the one that's been stuck in my head the most.
Yeah, you were singing it last night.
It's on repeat, like autism echolalia, cannot get it out of my head, can't stop it, driving me fucking insane that it won't get out of my head.
Oh my God. Bow, 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 bow.
I'm going to hang up on you. So for that, I did give her But Is It Fashion?
But is it fashion?
Okay, next up we have Irene the Alien. Irene was drafted into B tier by both of us, just throwing that out there.
Yeah. This is fucking amazing. Literally, I have one thing to say about it, and it is that the sleeves are a different color than the tits, but it really doesn't bother me that much. This is like super, super fucking awesome. This is like, I feel like if she had made it further on her season, she would have still had this. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like this would have still been in her back pocket, and it's such a cool thing for her to be able to come back and be able to show this stuff. Because this is like Vegas, like fucking alien polish.
Yes.
Like when do you actually get, aside from like Cheddar Gorgeous, like you don't get that kind of like really good polish, like alien deity or whatever. The face is, yeah, her season is really fucking lucky she went
She
home
could have
first.
killed that season. She would have been the only contender to Sasha Colby.
Oh my God, seriously. And like the face in every look that she's done so far, her face has been beautiful, like stamped and different every time. Like she excites me, like with like how good she is and like how promising other early outs can be in future All-Star seasons. She's killing it. I'm living, I've died, I've thrown up, and I've eaten it again, and I'm gagging. Grease.
I gagged so much on this. Like the makeup, she is mugged to filth in this outfit. It is
pitted.
crazy. Dirty, nasty, filthy mug she has.
Filthy titties. Too.
Filthy titties. Yeah, gagging, puking, vomiting, shitting my pants, butt naked, farting loud as hell. Oh my god, grease on this outfit.
It's so good.
And then she also gives us this amazing performance. She truly, like, people joke about the weaponized BFA. This is the weaponized BFA. She is really delivering that this season.
Coming for the girls.
She is. To me, Irene should have been higher than Bosco is written in my notes. They were in the top. So I guess take that as you will.
Just for notes, just for your notes.
Just for my notes. But yeah,
and your
I mean,
Wikipedia
like,
placement.
The outfit, her attitude, the vocals were fairly like near perfection for me. She is really impressing the hell out of me. Slayana.
Slayana all day.
Yeah, she had fucking tongueography going on. You could tell she really understood like what like the hair metal kind of rock scene was like, and like how to channel that, weaponizing the BFA, sharpening the blade. And I totally lived for the it's or whatever moment. That was so good. And her choreo was really nice too. Like she was like on the floor. She like had that kind of cheesy sort of like 80s thing going on. And I had Irene in All Right Mama at the
All right.
Wow, okay. Phoenix for slits and tits.
The silhouette's not good enough for me. I don't hate this though. I just wish that there was like hair or like a big thing on the head because the silhouette just looks really strange. She looks like one really long deformed sperm.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's, I don't know, it's strange. I almost wish that I could see her face like and she was just giving sex. I don't know. It's not bad. I just like, I don't love it. I'm gonna give it a light grease.
Okay. I really like the color choice and I like the kind of transparent sheerosity of the material. And I think it fit the brief really well. I mean, I thought it was clever the way that the zippers were revealed to everything. I think where it was lacking for me was the attitude, kind of like you were saying, that you wish that she was just kind of giving sex in the face. I didn't fully pick up on the confidence, maybe partially because her face was covered.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe she needed a whip or like some kind of accessory to really drive home that feeling. So there was a little bit missed there for me, but I don't mind the silhouette. I like the bare leg. I think this outfit itself was very sexy. So that's a grease.
So that's a grease. She even said though in the confessional, she was like, I love this look. And I just like didn't feel that.
So you think she's lying? You think she's a liar?
I think she's a fucking liar. Not only is she not a fucking legend. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, people are running with that. Running with it.
However, this look was right on the fucking nose. This was really good. And I was like, I almost wish she wore something more like this for the runway. But whatever. This was boo-boo ass bullshit. What the fuck are we watching? Are we on All Stars? Where is my payment for having to watch this?
Yoshida wants a refund.
I fully hated it. It was worse than Chanel's verse. It was worse than Alyssa's verse. And it's Rigor Morris.
Rigor Morris, girl.
Who's Morris?
Oh, wow. My God. This is our first Rigor Morris in a while.
I'm sorry. I literally like sat there and like, I was like deadpan as her verse just like happened, and it happened to me. I didn't watch it. It happened to me. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4. It was really bad.
It was weird because it seemed like she really understood like the look and the music, but then she like didn't fully grasp the actual what she should have been writing for her lyrics. And also parts of it like
No.
didn't rhyme. You know, like, yeah, where was it going? And also she was missing a bit of the attitude too. Like she was giving the
not
choreography, but it was kind of a deadpan performance. And I really fear she is going to start fading into the background already, which is like breaking my heart because, you know, we were so excited for her. So I did actually put her in Drag Delusion.
Drag Delusion,
a little
girl.
bit of a step up from the rigor mortis. So our tops for this week are Bosco, Aja. Wait, that's wrong. It is
And Irene.
Aja and Irene. And then also, I have a bone to pick with Ross Matthews. He said something really fucking weird. He said to Bosco, there are a couple of moments where you turned away from the camera and you should face the camera because, like, you're so beautiful. No, I want to see Bosco's ass. Like, what do you... why? I was like so confused by that. Even the playback, like the clips that they showed were like Bosco purposefully turning around to like show her ass on purpose. It's not like she's delivering lines with her face turned away from the camera or something. I don't know.
Right. And even though she like had it was part of the choreo. She was like spinning around. It's like, come on, shut up.
So, what did you think of the lip sync?
I loved it, to be honest. I thought it was pretty good, even though like I'm not like the biggest fan of like Ice Spice necessarily.
Yeah.
The thing is like, and this is literally what Austin said while we were watching it. He goes, how is Aja moving so much and it doesn't look like it's too much? Like, she was fucking non-stop all over the stage, and it was just like Aja just has this performance like energy and like stage presence and control to where it's like, yeah, you have Irene kind of camping it up a little bit on top of the lip sync, but like Aja is just like semi unbeatable. Like when it comes to these types of like anything fast paced, I can't get you can't get my eyes off of Aja. Like she just has this ease and awareness and perfection on stage, and I loved it. I thought that she just tore it up.
I actually was telling Grumps in chat over the weekend. I was, talking about how Aja has influenced the lip sync style of Drag Race and possibly just drag so much. And this is even before, she was coming back as like a lip sync assassin, before her run on All Stars. Like even her performances when she was cast on the show, people were sharing like the videos of her insane performances in the clips.
Yes.
And it started this like whole trend of this really kind of hyped up dancing. And truly nobody does it like Aja. It is insane. And the talent show, she made the blueprint for that bitch track talent show.
And this move right here, oh my god.
Yeah,
bitch,
I can't.
I'm
obsessed with that.
It was
Her
just
little
like
dancey dance.
so. I love her so much. She's so entertaining to watch, and she murdered it and won the lip sync.
She did, but Irene also did really well, and that fucking look that Irene had on with the hair.
The hair, bitch. The hair.
Oh my god! Like this, over so good. I think we are in for some really, really fantastic lip syncs this season, which is so nice
excited.
after last season.
Excited. I know. I can't fucking wait. You're right. Irene did not do a bad job, but it's just like when it's cute next to gorgeous, the gorgeous is always gonna win.
It's gonna devour cute. Launching into episode 2 here, Aja wins the lip sync, so she is starting off with 3 points. Irene has 2 points, and the other queens each have a point to give away to the most valuable queen. Okay, so we'll be starting off with Aja. Well, what did you think about Aja's performance here as Ashley Brashley?
I mean, it wasn't as bad as like the Bitchler. It wasn't like, you could tell that she was, I don't know, I feel like they had help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No. For some reason, I got that they got help with this. It wasn't
It almost
just full
didn't
improv.
seem unscripted at times.
Because I feel like if this were full improv, like Aja probably would have fizzled a little bit more than she did. She wasn't giving lead girl, in my opinion. It wasn't horrible. I've got her in, but
Is it fashion?
Her accent or like kind of affectation she was doing kind of was getting away from her a bit, but she did look really gorgeous, I will say.
it's an elocution. It's an elocution.
But I was not fully convinced by the character, and it was definitely better than The Bachelor for sure.
Yeah.
But it didn't. They said that there were parts where she stole the scene, and I'm kind of just like, I didn't get that. But okay.
Where?
Yeah. I also had her in But Is It Fashion?
fashion?
And the runway category is coming and going. And this video does not want to play.
I like this. I thought it looked pretty good. This was polished. I like that. Like, I don't know if like the whole coming and going theme was like super strong in the look, but
Yeah.
like it still looked cool when she turned around, and it gave her kind of like personality and like the bruja sort of like feel that she used to kind of channel. And I think it looks polished. I think her hair looks good. I like it. It looks kind of expensive. I'm gonna grease it.
The front almost gave me Sailor Moon Fuku with the shaping of the skirt. I liked that.
Hey.
And the bow, too, almost has kind of a feeling of Sailor Moon. There wasn't like a massive difference between the front and the back, other than the color palette, I guess. You know, it
Yeah.
didn't seem... I felt like the point of the category was to be like kind of vastly different from one to the other.
Yes.
So I actually gave this a nooch. Our next queen up is Phoenix.
And I've got Phoenix and Cut Your Wigs Up.
Cut your fucking wigs up.
It was just another not totally convincing performance, especially the line where she's telling about her grandma had something for sale and Rue goes, "What did she
Yeah.
sell?" And she goes, "She sold her pussy." That could have been the best line in the whole fucking skit.
With any emphasis.
Yeah.
Like at all.
But it was just go on, girl, give us nothing.
Yeah.
And she was almost acting like her character was just like a normal woman. And
She really was just on a boat.
yeah, it was just a lovely woman on a boat. And it didn't give us any of the campiness of this actual, challenge. So I had her in Cut Your Wigs Up.
Cut your fucking wigs up.
What did we think of the coming and going look from Phoenix?
I literally don't want to even talk about it. I hated it so much. Like, I was so, like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Get off the stage. I hate this. It looks like it was made in 2000.
But yeah, okay, Bosco gave us like a similar concept that I think was executed better on season 14. Yeah, I wasn't totally wowed by it. I didn't absolutely hate it. But I do also have this as a nooch. And by also, I mean because I nooched the last look, not because you nooched it. Obviously, you grossed it. Okay, Deja for our improv challenge. How did you feel? Thoughts, feelings, prayers?
Deja didn't go far enough. This role had that part where she was supposed to seduce RuPaul for a reason, and she really was too timid with it, I think. Ru wanted somebody to just, like, to really try, you know what I mean?
Ru wanted to cop a feel, like get a free one.
Ru wanted to, and I think part of this, even though it wasn't, like, a spoken thing, part of this was to play with Ru and see if you can get Ru
Wink,
to break.
wink.
And
Play with Ru.
yeah. And this is how I wink.
You are stupid.
But oh, look at her eyelash, looks like yours.
Wow. Oh my god. Don't you come for my 4-year-old eyelashes.
I do want to give Deja a little bit of credit because she did do a pretty good job in my opinion. Like, it wasn't like dead in the water. It was definitely better than it could have been, but I have Deja in But Is It Fashion?
Is it fashion?
I think my biggest issue with this character was it needed a drunk voice. Like, without it, it all seemed disjointed. Like, you have makeup that's crazy. Like, you've had 2 Four Locos and you're blacked out puking in the bathroom. Your eyelashes come off. Like, the way that she looks is insane, and she's just giving us normal
voice.
normal tea. And I think that a little bit of a drunk voice kind of could have...
A little bit of Bill Cosby.
Right, yeah. Would have actually given us more of a character. I did have her in Cut Your Wigs
Cut
Up.
your fucking wigs up.
Okay, let's talk about Deja's outfit here for coming and going.
The anal flower. I don't like the mug. I'm not gonna lie. I wish the mug was different.
It was a weird choices were made here.
Weird choice with the mug. I don't mind like the shape overall of the dress, but like the anal flower, I think it looks a little bit weird, and I feel like it was used to just cover up the back of that. I'm gonna give it a light grease.
Okay. Yeah, there was some,
it is
like,
kind of gorgeous.
yeah, there were strange choices, like the yellow blush I'm not totally sold on. I'm not sure about like the shape. I don't know, like I love the origami kind of fuchsia, but I think the shape could have been like nipped in even more for like this whole big thing in the back. But maybe it's like just too high fashion for me to understand. I don't know. I did like the flower. I thought it was kind of cute. Yeah, light grease. Next up, we have Bosco.
Yeah, no, Bosco really fucking killed this. Like I've said it already, and I won't continue to gush about it, but every time she talks, she just like is so funny.
Yeah, it's
the
crazy.
whole I'm actually blind
Yeah.
this whole time literally made RuPaul break. Like it was so good. And like literally even just like the small weird cutaway to her doing her trashy cabaret night show, she's just like sitting there and she just goes do 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 do.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you even fucking talking about right now? Bosco killed it. I also have Bosco and Slayana.
Double
Slayana all day.
Slayana.
Double Slay Tantita.
Okay, and then she turns around and gives us this. It's
I
not
wanna
fair.
fucking hit her. I want to hit her.
It's actually not
I
fair.
can't believe that this is her runway package. She was so funny on the runway. She literally gave the coffin to RuPaul and
Yeah.
was like, here you go, Ru. Just like every opportunity she sees, she fucking takes it. She's so smart. She deserves to fucking make it to the finale. I give this an enormous grease. I fucking love Bosco.
She's actually too good on the runway, and I feel like she should feel bad about it.
You need to be brought down a peg.
Yeah.
No.
This is a grease. Absolutely. Next up is Irene the Alien.
Loved this performance as well. She's a fucking heavy hitter, dude. Like she knows how to do a little bit of everything, it seems like. And you know, we just got to get the lip sync now, right?
Yeah.
The look is great. The performance was amazing. She had nuance. She, you know, everyone gagged over her kind of like changing her accent. Obviously sharpening the blade on the edge of her BFA again this week. And
Honing it, yes.
she looked great. She was amazing. And I had Irene in All Right Mama at the tippy top.
All right.
Yeah. Where Bosco was like funny and good at improv, Irene was like acting. Actually,
yes.
like this is actual real acting, and it was crazy. This is 100% the weaponized BFA. I am obsessed with her. I'm obsessed with everything. Yeah, this mug was so good. You had no idea who she was. It's sickening.
And I think with this hair and the way she painted, her face looks a different shape. She's so good. Like I fucking am so excited she's back.
Yeah. She is doing the most. She's doing her big one. I am giving her Slayantita.
Slayana all day.
As well.
Leontine Tetris.
And then Irene's coming and going look.
Didn't like it as much as probably a lot of people did. I thought it was funny, and it definitely was a statement moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think anything is bad about it, but this compared to everything else she's brought has been like, oh, okay, whatever. And I feel like Ross Matthews when I just said that, which is gross. But I'm still greasing it.
Grease.
It was really cute. The alien
it's cute.
reveal was just so campy, and I think it may have benefited her for this to have been like next week's runway, so that she could have given us another like gorgeous something, because I mean it's like a pantsuit, and then the reveal is like, yes, it is a reveal with the alien, but I mean like the back of it, the going was like a little bit predictable, I'll say, with like the wires and stuff. But I really loved it. And it's also a different direction, obviously, than anybody would ever think of doing. So that's a Grease. I love. Okay, Olivia Lux.
She did not do at all what she said or set out to do, in my opinion. She was like, I want to be a dark, mysterious XYZ character. And she was very theatery. And she was very kind of like, ooh, like boisterous almost,
Yeah.
like silly campy, in my opinion. And I just don't think that she did a great job in that sense. And the scene was boring, not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
This one was I kept falling out of focus for it. And that's her fault. Cut your wigs up.
Cut your fucking wigs up.
Well, first of all, she looks like E.T. with this weird wrinkly makeup she put on. Makes her look like E.T. And also what's funny is that like I made all my slides like for the presentation, and I fully forgot to put Olivia for this entire episode because it was like so forgettable that I had to like go back and find her, because I was doing the runway. I was like, oh wait, I forgot Olivia exists, because this performance it was pretty bad in my opinion. It was
just fucking shocked.
It was just way too serious.
Yeah.
So I have her in the bottom of Cut Your Wigs
Cut your
Up.
fucking wigs up.
Bye.
And then Olivia's runway, coming and going.
So I do like this. I can't remember what it looks like from the front, which might be
Like
a
this.
problem. Okay, no, yeah, I do remember that now. It's good. It's polished. She looks great in it, and I love her hair and makeup in it. I really, really think she looks amazing. But I just kind of wanted like more out of it, I think. But I'm still gonna grease it.
Yeah. This is like another reference, of course, to, I almost just said Billie Eilish. I'm ending stream.
Bye.
Billie Holiday. Both of her both of her runways and both of Bosco's runways have been like a kind of a tribute so far.
Yeah,
but I really, really love the front of this outfit. I think
It looks pretty
on
cool.
its own, it's gorgeous, and I really, really love the hair and makeup. But the back of it kind of leaves something to be desired,
It
in
looks
my opinion.
tacked on.
Yeah, and it's just at the very top. I think it
Mm-hmm.
needed a little some zhuzhing there, but still a grease overall, in my opinion. Okay, so after our Murder on the Dance Floor improv, our top two are Irene again and
Irene.
Bosco.
She's literally won 2 of the 3 episodes so far.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm so excited. I fucking hope she gets a third one. That would be sickening.
But she's amazing. I'm so excited for her.
Me too.
Not necessarily like a murder on the dance floor, but somebody died,
Yeah,
and it was Irene.
unfortunately, yes.
There was no beating Bosco in this. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
It was Coco Montrese-esque, and when she had the Paula Abdul sleeve moment.
Oh, yes.
This fabric swaying was so perfect, and it was so pretty, and it was so like on. And the entire time we all are watching this, and you all know she has a reveal, and you all know that it is going to be her beautiful titties coming out of the dress, and it happens, and it does, and she's beautiful, and she literally all but broke Irene's neck.
Yeah.
And it was so good. It was so good. Oh my God, it was so good.
It was so gorgeous. Like, Bosco was obviously going to win. This garment was just spinning and flowing like a...
Bitch was spinning.
It was just like vapor or something. Like, and I mean, Irene again did a really good job. She was giving like the tongueography again, which we love. But Bosco, there was nobody else on Earth.
No, nobody else was there.
All right, but Bosco wins episode 2.
Bam, bam, bam.
I am disliking that I have to wait for the next episode to see like where everybody's giving their extra points. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think's moving on?
Those are different questions. I think moving on, I definitely see Irene, Bosco, and then, I mean, I guess that depends on what happens in this next episode, but potentially Aja, and then maybe some other alternate, but definitely Irene and Bosco.
Mm-hmm.
And for the makeover, I definitely think like Deja might be pretty good at it.
That's true. Yeah,
I don't
Deja
remember.
might do.
Like she's just like really good at makeup and stuff. So you never really know. And then especially with how painted like Irene has been,
Yeah.
I'm wondering, is she able to do that on somebody else?
I think she can.
So we shall see. I'm excited though, and it'll be more exciting too this week because it's like the end of this bracket, and then we're like, okay, we're gonna start a new one next week.
Yes, we finally get to see Nicole Paige Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia.
From Atlanta, Georgia, with some malicious bullshit.
Yes, we can't say the shocking content.
Shocking content we all wish we could.
All right. Well, Joshita, do you have anything else to say? Speak now or forever hold your grease.
I'm gonna hold it until I pass out.
I've heard that's not good for you.
I like living on the edge.
Thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for watching. We will see you next week. Goodbye.
La semaine prochaine.
What he said.